Hello, good evening. Welcome to Bars and Bells. My name is Lauren. This is Ian, and this is our beginner kettlebell bodyweight class. Advanced 2, the basics for everyone. We're going to get started moving around with some little walks. You don't need that much room, and some head, neck, rib cage moves. Let's first start with our feet. Stand so you have a couple steps to go in front of you. Try to stay looking up tall as you do this. Maybe the first one or two you can look down. After that, look up. Heel strike with a foot, not too far in front of you. Push that heel into the floor to feel contact. Start rolling through the outside of that foot, placing down the lateral aspect of the foot. Then as you articulate through the toes, baby toe, ring toe, middle toe, index toe, thumb toe. Transfer your weight to the front leg, bending through the back foot. Push off the back foot, heel pad strikes. Heel, connect with that floor. Articulate through the outside of the foot. Again, baby, ring, middle, index, big toe. Transfer weight to the front foot, bending back toes. Let's do that 2 more times, 1 more each foot. Heel. Articulate through the lateral aspect of the foot, through the toes as you transfer weight, bending. Last step, heel. Articulate, slow, transfer. Great. Give yourself a little bit of room. Head, neck. Head, neck. Standing up tall, shoulders down, arms at your sides. Gently tuck your chin towards your chest. I like to think about pushing the back of my neck or the back vertebrae behind me as I do this. Then, keeping my chin tucked, I'm going to slowly look forward and then start lifting my head towards the ceiling. Once I look up here, maybe I'm going to open my mouth and then pull my jaw shut and close to feel a nice stretch to the front of my neck. Keep that mouth closed. Pull your head back down, chin to chest, pushing those vertebrae back again. And then slowly keep that chin tucked and start looking towards the ceiling. Try that open and closed mouth again if that was nice. And then pull your head on straight. Let's add a little rotation. On your spine, rotate your head over one shoulder, trying not to move your shoulders. Back to center, rotate your head the other way. Back to center. As you do this, keep growing out the top of your head. Rotate, but keep growing tall. And center. One more time. Rotate, keep growing tall. Center. Last little head, neck. We'll do a lateral flex, ear towards shoulder. I'm going to put a spike right down through your head on that angle. It really helps the visual. Now, you're going to rotate on that spike. So you're going to rotate like you're sniffing your armpit. Rotate back to center, but you're still on that lateral tip. Now, rotate on that spike so your nose comes towards the ceiling. Back to center, spike comes out of your head, head goes on straight. Same thing other side. Ear to shoulder, access through your head on the angle, rotate chin towards armpit, rotate back, keeping your head over, and then chin towards the ceiling. Back to center, head pulls on straight. Oh, that is a nice one. Good. Back to our walks. This time, we're going to keep the articulation, heel, rolling through the foot. When we start pushing weight through the front of the foot, I want to transfer up to both toes. So we're on both demi points or both points here. Hold, weights even between both feet. Now slowly come down on both feet. Push off the back one, step through. Heel, roll to toe. As you roll through, push up to both legs. Feel the weight between your legs here. Slow, come down. Push off the back foot, step through. Heel, roll through. Now, on this one, could we think about how we would transfer our weight to our front leg? 100%. Could you transfer that weight to the front leg and hold? 3, 2, put the back toe back down again. And slow down between both legs. Push off the back foot one more time. Heel roll to toe, roll up to both. Think about transferring that load to the front leg. Pause and hold. Put the back foot back down and keeping those knees straight, slowly lower between both feet. And relax. Nice. To the rib cage. I just love these slides, so I'd like to start with those. Feet wider than your hips to try to block your hips. Arms out to the side so you can see yourself sliding from side to side. I'm taking your rib cage and I'm sliding it, moving it over, noticing my shoulders are staying parallel with the floor and not dipping or twisting. Let's do one more each way. Keep the glutes squeezed, only moving that upper body to center. Excellent. Keep your legs wide, cross your arms across your chest. We're going to rotate a little bit. Actually, we're going to do some lateral flexion first, sorry. From here, we're going to think about coming up and over, side bend over. As you do this, imagine you're staying between 2 panes of glass for this activity in particular. And then pull yourself back up tall. Again, lift up and over the fence. Staying between those 2 panes. To pull yourself back up tall, use that elongated side and crunch it up. One more time, other side. Up, over, and then using that long side to, and one more time, up and over. And I'll just use that, such a clear cue again. Back to center. Yeah. All right, we did some bends. We did some slides. I'd like to do now some flexion and extension. Same thing, I like my arms across my chest here. I want you to gently pull on your abs and hunker around forward. But think right now that that lower body is in cement. And we're only moving that upper back, upper body. Keep your abs braced. Start lifting your chest or lifting your rib cage up and almost over. And then gently hunker around forward again. I'm going to take your rib cage and keep your abs braced, but lift your chest. And then if you can lift a little bit up and over, but without lifting the head, neck. And one more time, pull down on those abs. And then lift up and maybe over, but not from the low back. And pull back to center. And relax. One more walk. Advanced version. Point to the front foot. Articulate down through the toes and into the ball of the foot so that we can push up onto 2 feet, points. Transfer weight to the front foot, 100% if you can. If you can't do 100%, hold on to something or keep that back toe slightly tip-tap down. Now, all the weight's on your front foot. Lower to your heel, keeping that leg nice and straight. Great. Take the other leg, point it through. Point, up to both. Transfer weight to front foot. Stay. Slow lower. 3, 2, heel down. Take the other leg, point through. Up to both. Transfer weight to the front foot. Hold that weight, shift. 3, 2, slow lower. Last one, point. Up. Transfer to the front leg. Hold balance. Hold balance. Now, slow lower, knee stays straight, straight, straight. Shake it out. Floppy fish ankles. Floppy fish ankles. Be tight, but also be loose. Excellent. Silly as a goose. Ian's going to get a really heavy kettlebell here. Ready? Don't throw kettlebells ever, or dumbbells, unless they're expecting it. That was wooden, don't worry. I want you to grab something. If you have a kettlebell, awesome. A light one, great, use it. Excuse me. If you don't have a kettlebell, get your antique wood dumbbell from the 1900s, or Excuse me, sorry, just a little scratch scratch. Or a book will do just fine, or a basketball. And last but not least, an imaginary kettlebell. With whatever your object is, just put it on the floor slightly in front of you. Be safe to put it down or keep it in your hands. From here, we're gonna squat. So my feet are slightly wider than my hips. I'm tall. I'm gonna sit my butt back. My knees are gonna come over my toes. And I'm gonna hang out in what is my low squat. It might not be this low for you yet. We're hanging out. What I want you, no matter what height you're at, to look at is my spine nice and long and my chest lifted. I don't want crumpled chest touching knees. Lifting up tall, driving out on those knees. Think about pushing down in order to stand back up. Once you're up tall, pull your kneecaps up, squeeze your butts, brace your abs. Repeat. You'll have to loosen those butts for a second as you drive out into your squat. If you do have that kettlebell down there, you can hold on to it if you like, lightly. I want you to do a prime goblet squat. That means take an elbow, drive it on that inner thigh, and try to open the leg from the hip. Back to center, pry the other side open. Using that elbow to help you. Back to center, chest up, stand up tall. On this next one, if you have a bell, we're gonna pick it up. If you don't, you're gonna pick up your book or your imaginary object. Pull yourself down. If you're with me with a bell, take your hands, extend them out. Thumbs go down. We then can curl the bell up, so the butt's up in my face. If you have your imaginary object, curl it up, stand up with it. From here, we're doing a halo. Bell starts in front, butt squeeze, abs brace. It comes to an ear, a back of the head, an ear, a front of face. Repeat. Ear, back of head where the kettlebell is now right side up, upside down to the front. Last one, this direction. As you're doing this, noticing that nothing's moving, switch directions for 3. Nothing's moving but your arms, and the bell is moving around your body, your head, not your head moving around the bell. One more time this direction. To center, pull yourself down back into your squat when you're done. Extend your arms, let it go, up without. My imaginary bell's heavier than yours. I did my halos quicker. That was great. We did our halos, excellent. We're going to get up, down, do a plank. For now, pick an arm, put it across your chest. The leg you can touch, drop back lunge. Nice controlled descent, knee finds the floor, hips are level. Front foot moves open. Chop your hips, hand finds floor. Back leg lifts, sweeps through to your elbow, and controlled all the way down to your back. Whew. Roll over to your stomach, and we're gonna get into our plank. We're gonna do this from our elbows today. So, sorry, excuse me, just reorganizing here. Hands in fists, in front of elbows. Elbows under shoulders. Chin tucked, shoulders pulled down. Toes are tucked either from the knees or the toes. If we're coming from the knees, we're gonna tuck our hips, or the toes, tuck our hips and lift those hips up away from the floor. This knee position is our modified position, a little bit harder, knees come up. Whichever position you're in, tuck your hips under, squeeze your butt, pull the floor together underneath you, and hold tight. If I came through the screen, I couldn't push you over. 5, 4, 3, 2, knees come down, relax, flip back over onto your backside here. Whew. That same arm you crossed your chest with on the way down, put it back across your chest. Other arm is out to the side, leg is bent, push, roll, pull on elbow. Don't do this over a kettlebell. Find your hand, lift, sweep, hand leaves floor, front foot moves, We're back in that lunge position. Hop, tall. Nice. Get rid of your imaginary bell. We're gonna do it all again, starting back to our squats and our halos. Now that you know what a halo is, maybe you have the same object, a lighter object, another an imaginary one, whatever you'd like. Let's hang out in our squat again. This time, instead of using your elbow to pry open your hip, I want you to do the work yourself. So no elbows. Try to open the hip from its own power and then to center. And try the other side. Pry that hip leg open. And back to center, chest lifts. One more time, we're gonna pry, and then curl up our bell. Pull yourself down. One hip opens up. Pry, center. Other side. Pry, see the arch of my foot gripping so hard? Center. To our bell, thumbs down. Curl up with the bell. If you feel comfortable with your halos, I'd like you to alternate. One to the right, and then one to the left. 2 to 3 each way. So anywhere from 4 to 6 halos again. Check in with those abs and butts, making sure they're tight, making sure your head's not moving. Once you're done your couple halos, pull yourself back down, extend your arms, and chest leads, up tall. Awesome. I'm just gonna move that because I was playing dodge the kettlebell as I did my get up. Other side, get up. So now I'm gonna cross my other arm across my chest. Leg I can touch.
And the lights go on.
I know. Tap, tap. Those are like clap, clap lights. Okay, sorry, I got excited. Come down. Front leg opens up. Chop hips, hand finds floor. Lift back leg, sweep. To your elbow and control to your back. We're flipping over into our plank again. This time, not just one plank, 2 planks. 2 times 10 seconds only. None of this 4-hour business. Who has time for that? All right. Fists, elbows, shoulders packed. Tuck your toes, either from your knees or your toes. Both I like tucked. Scoop your hips under right away, bracing your abs, squeezing your glutes, and then pull yourself up off the floor. Ready? Pull the floor together under you. Squeeze your butts. Brace your abs. Hold for 7, 6. I could not move you. I could sit on your back. 3, 2, knees, and then try to relax in that. Ian has an ab cramp. He worked so hard. Poor guy. As you relax here, are you okay? Okay. As you relax here, pull your shoulders down and your chest up, trying to relax in that extension. Can you go again?
No.
Oh, okay, he can go again. Ready? One more times 10 seconds. Here we go. Tuck, press away from the floor, hold, squeeze, pull, 10, top of your swing, 9, 8, 5, 2, knees, soft landing. Roll yourself back over onto your back. And it's that second arm across our body. Other arms out to the side on 45 degrees. Use that bent leg, drive through the hip, pull on your elbow. Find your hand, lift and sweep. Hand leaves the floor. Front foot moves to lunge. Both legs stand up tall. Great. Oh, fun times today. All right. We have some hinges planned and some heavy holds. For your heavy holds, obviously a kettlebell would be ideal. A dumbbell will work. An heavy object, or again, an imaginary object. It's amazing what imagination can do. All right. But first we hinge. We must warm up our hinges, and then we're going to hold our bells in various positions. I'm going to do my first set of hinges body weight. Please join me with that before you pick up your bell. Feet in your slightly, I'll face the camera. Feet in your slightly wider than hip width position. Your hinge stance. You might get used to that, figure it out as we go here. That's why we're doing it body weight. Take your hands, chop your hips, slide your hands down your legs. Right here. Check some things out. Are my toes gripping the floor? Are my hands on my shins and my shins vertical? Is my weight being loaded into my glutes and my hamstrings, not my low back? So is my core braced and my shoulders pulled down? Now when all those things are checked, oh, I forgot our head neck. It's slightly tucked, so it's neutral. When all those boxes are checked, push your feet into the floor, cramp up your glutes, and drive your hips through. In this topmost position, be in your plank. I can't push you over. Hold yourself up. 2, 1. Relax tension a little bit. Chop your hips back. Hinge. We won't spend quite as much time here this time, but do that checklist. Feet, shins, glutes, abs, neck, hup, tall. Repeat. Chop hips, hinge. Inhale, brace. Imaginary 500-pound lift off. Tight, 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 tight. One more time. Hinge. Vertical shins. Load up glutes and hips. And hup. Throw that bell away. With that, we're going to work on a couple different carries or holds. First one I'd like to do, we have time. I'd actually like to come to the floor and do our firing range. So no rules, come down to the floor. No rules, I know, wild. Come on down. Facing your object, whatever it may be, cuddle. Take your bottom hand, put it through the bell. Top hand cuddles. 2 hands roll to your back. 2 hands press your object. Pack your shoulder. Remove that second helping hand if you can. Looking at your wrist, keeping it, if you have a bell or no bell, that wrist should be straight and strong. Elbow is straight. Elbow is over shoulder. We're spending about 30 seconds here. This can be a body weight activity and be just as challenging. Really think about gripping in that lat, finding steadiness within that shoulder joint. 3, 2, 2 hands on your bell. Pull it down, keeping your forearm vertical, and then cuddle it over. Flip onto your back. If you've never done this before, with new clients, we do very lightweight when trying this out for the first time. Very light. But something to hold on to. Rolling pin. Cuddle. Roll onto your back. 2-handed press. Check in with your wrist. It's nice and straight. It's over your elbow. Elbows over shoulder. Shoulders packed and into its armpit. Abs are braced. That one foot is heavy in the floor. The other leg is heavy. We're finding that stability and strength in the joint. Breathing. About another 5, 3, 2, 2 hands on. Pull bell vertical down. Cuddle over. Now, rules to stand up are try not to use your hands. Did it work? Good. Good. All right, we're back to our hinges. If you feel the desire to pick your object up, let's do that. If you'd like to continue to pattern your body weight hinges, that is also very appropriate. If you're feeling like, am I reaching back enough? Am I reaching back enough? I would say position yourself about a foot out from a wall, and then do this drill trying to reach your hips back, 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 back to touch the wall, and then stand up. But back, back, back without pshoo, crashing into the wall. That's a great drill. Okay? Standing, if you are with your bell, you're right over top of it, so your handles are almost in line with your ankles, your arches at least. Chop your hips, hinge. Put your hands on your bell. Pack your shoulders. Inhale, brace your abs. Keep that tension. Hips drive through, stand up tall. Punch, punch. Keep the abs braced as you hinge, pushing your hips back, bell goes down. Let go, stand up without. Repeat, chop hips, hinge, hands on bell, pack shoulders. Inhale, brace, hup, 1 unit, hinge, bell goes down, up without. Repeat 2 more times, hinge, grip, inhale, brace, hup, hinge, bell down. 1 last time, hinge, grip, 500 pounds, hinge, and down, up without. Nice. Oh, I want to do our low carry, our low hold this time. Stand beside your bell. Let's stand over top of our bell. We're going to hinge, but we're going to pick it up in one hand, and we're going to hold it in our suitcase carry. Okay? So let's hinge together. Put both hands on the bell, but grip with one. That other one's just kind of shadowing to keep you square. Grip, pack, inhale, brace abs, lift it up. Probably step your feet slightly narrower. Put the bell beside you. This could be a heavy bag of groceries or your water softener. Now, salt. If I'm lazy, I'm going to go here. If I'm active with my core, this is pulling me up. Bell should be slightly off my leg because my shoulder's up and retracted. My weight's even in both feet. This side is on fire. My butts are squeezed. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2. Pull the bell to center, probably stepping your feet wider. Hinge. You can mimic with both hands there. Let go, up without. Great. Same thing other side. Think of me the next time you carry your groceries home. Hinge. Grip with the other hand. Pack your shoulder. Up. 1 unit. Little step together. Bell beside you. Shoulders up and back. Abs tall. Butts tight as always. Legs, kneecaps pulled up. Hold this tension. 5, 4, 3, 2. Pull it to front. With that hand or with one, hinge to put it down. Up without. Awesome. Let's place that bell away for now. I'd like to finish with one little set of some push-ups. Oh, good. I heard that raging applause for push-ups. We need an audio track here, just like the professional sports. Wow, great idea. Okay. I love push-ups. Let's hinge. Walk ourselves out. We also need a laugh track for all my funny jokes. Okay, we're up either from your knees in that modified push-up position, which looks a lot like that modified plank, or your high plank position or high push-up position. We're going to stop at all 3 phases of our push-up, starting with the top. 3, 2, you're at the top of your push-up, hold it. Your shoulders are pulling down, your abs are braced, everything's squeezed. 3, 2, stay, but lower to mid-station. At mid-station here, keeping your head in line. 3, 2, could you lower to bottom station and hold? 2, 1, slowly come all the way to the floor. Or push back up. Yeah, now, here's a challenge. Pull your shoulders back. From your knees, tuck your hips. I want your hips and your chest to leave the floor at the same time. Ready? Set. Same time. Good. Could we do that one more time, everything? Up to high plank or tall push-up. Hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, mid-station. 5, 4, 3, 2, lower hover. 5, 3, 2, all the way down. Soft landing. Ready? Tuck. 1 unit. Up. Great. Walk your knees under you. I have one little treat for you, and it's a breathing and a stretching and a rotation. So let's do that to finish up. Pick a side, lie down. Extend your bottom leg nice out straight. Your top shoulder is underneath. Your head might be off the floor for a second. Take your top arm and cross it across your body. Take your bottom arm and grab your top knee. Now, crunch forward. Inhale. and reach along, kind of out, back, and away from you. As you reach away there, you should be able to do a little bit of a rotation and your head will find the floor. From here, keep that knee heavy on the floor and try to rotate open that upper body. Check in with your head neck. I'm trying just to look at the ceiling, kind of still more towards the front of me than behind me, to try not to over-rotate my head neck, pretending that I have more. Take a nice inhale into the belly, through the nose. Exhale through the nose, try to roll further. Repeat. I imagine I'm wringing myself out like a washcloth here. Lightly. Now, using your core, pull yourself back to center. Relax, and let's switch sides. Bottom leg is straight. Top knee comes over. Head's off the floor for now. Top arm across your body. Bottom arm grips knee. Crunch a little bit forward. Take a nice inhale, reach long out the back. Head finds the floor. Now inhale, exhale, try to rotate. Inhale, exhale, try to rotate. One more time. Pull yourself back to center. Pull yourself up to tall to say goodbye. Hello, goodbye. Great. Take your time there, Ian.
I know, I'm sorry, that was so lovely.
So thanks for joining us tonight on Bars and Bells Beginner Bodyweight and Bell Basics.
Sounds good.
That was a nice alliteration.
Lots of B's in there.
If you have any questions about any of the skills we worked on tonight, email us. Also, check out our YouTube and website. There's tons of videos up of
The basics.
the basics.
Bells, bodyweight, and bar.
Right. Tomorrow night we have our more advanced kettlebell class, but you can also learn from it doing body weight and practicing those basics in that class as well. 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. 9 a.m. Recharge and Restore on Friday for a little bit more of a stretchy vibe. Thanks for joining us. My name's Lauren. This is Ian. Together we're Bars and Bells, and this is your virtual studio. Thanks for coming. We'll see you soon.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.